The Shiny Koraidon Miraidon events came out a few days ago, and not even a few hours after the event started, almost every single code card went out of stock, and now they're being scalped online. Note, don't buy from these resellers or else they win. Pokémon FOMO sucks. These events particularly are extremely FOMO triggering since they aren't available all across the world and they only printed around 50 for every store. Some even got less. How did we get here? Let's wind back to Gen 1. Pokemon FOMO has been around since the beginning, with the very first Pokemon event only having 20 Mew distributed in a contest in Japan. Eventually, more methods came, but it was still a chore to get. Sometimes they were at tours where you have to hope they were going to a shopping mall near you. Maybe they were at the Gotta Catch 'em All station only in New York's Pokemon Center, or maybe they were never distributed in your country at all, like almost every single Gen 3 event in Australia. However, starting in Gen 4, distributions got way easier. Not only were there more stores offering event Pokemon with DS kiosks giving away the Pokemon if you brought your own DS, but there were also Wi-Fi events, so you didn't even need to convince your parents to go to the local Toys R Us or GameStop to get your event Pokemon. And later on, Pokemon were also distributed through Global Link. However, starting in Gen 6, the kiosks were phased out in exchange for code cards, which are a lot cheaper for stores to maintain. This generation also started the trend of shiny legendary distributions. Wi-Fi events were still being distributed, but now if you want an in-person event, you can just get a code card mostly without having to bring your system, and they were available at more stores than ever before. Is it easy? Yes. Is it easily scalpable? Also yes. If these code cards are made en masse, it wouldn't be much of a problem, but since so little cards were given out, people are now hating these in-person events. Because of the shortage, there are people trading some of these events off to people that never got the code card because they had school or it wasn't available in their country. If we want to abolish code card scalpers, we would have to bring back the kiosks. But then people will probably attempt to steal the kiosks and scalp those online. Distributing events while using Wi-Fi sounds like a good idea, but Switch Online costs money, so people who can't afford it can't get the events. There's also the method the Shiny Treasures of Ruin used, defeating them an accumulated total of 1,000,000 times. That would have been cool, but would also require a Switch Online subscription. So all we got are these pieces of paper that are being paywalled by people who only see $signs in their eyes. I guess the only way to stop this is to stop doing events, and in return, removing shiny locks. You can't have FOMO if there's no missing out. That would plunge the value of some rare Pokemon, but it would definitely prevent any more scalpers and make the events more accessible to everyone. If you can call them events anymore. Have you ever went to a Pokemon event? Let me know.